Welcome back, dear viewers, and to shed more light on this issue, we are delighted to be joined over the phone by His Excellency Ambassador Medhat Meleegy, former Assistant Foreign Minister. Good evening, Your Excellency.
Good evening to you.
It's always a pleasure having you with us on Nile TV International. So, the United Nations Security Council voted on Monday in favor of a U.S. drafted resolution bolstering President Trump's plan for the Gaza Strip. How do you see this vote by the UN Security Council?
Well, actually, I think it's a very good step towards a better future than the current situation. However, I mean, after rejoicing all the good points in the resolution, but I believe that there are many, as the formula is quite vague, without clear commitments or a specific timetable for the establishment of a Palestinian state, which is the main objective of any UN resolutions or even any initiatives. So this is my main concern when I go through the resolution, which I find there is a certain lack of binding enforcement mechanisms. The transitional phase is dominated by a certain security logic that actually enhance the concept of the security over the Palestinian statehood. And of course, we should not forget that there is a very crucial point there, which is the abstention of Russia and China, which means that the Palestinians are entering this political process driven entirely by the United States, with no any other major power able to counterbalance Washington's influence. So I think there are many things. Of course, during our conversation, I will even show and point out some other points regarding my concerns about this resolution.
So Hamas rejected the resolution which calls for the deployment of an international force in the Palestinian territory. So how do you see Hamas' response to the deployment of international force, and why does Hamas reject it?
Well, I think that, we have to talk that there are many concerns, whether we are talking about Hamas or the Palestinians in general, or the Israelis as well, because Israel also has its own concerns. But when it comes to Hamas and the Palestinian side, I think that the most dangerous point is that there are no binding mechanisms on Israel. The Palestinians' greatest concern is that the resolution does not impose any compulsory obligations on Israel. And moreover, there are no mechanism for the enforcement. What about the violations? Penalizing the non-compliance of Israelis. Of course, the transition phase, as I said before, is focusing more on security and not on sovereignty of the Palestinians. I mean, it prioritized the calm and stabilization, the humanitarian access even, and the security arrangements, especially for Israel. And on the other hand, it neglects the borders of Israel, a point that has always been a major obstacle. I mean, Israel until this moment does not want to recognize its own borders. No one knows where exactly are the borders of the state of Israel, and what is exactly the territorial control that it will have during this, especially that there are many reports that we are going to have two Gazas instead of one, because we are going to have a certain Gaza, according to the Guardian newspaper, which is a quite respectable newspaper, that is talking about that they have documents, or they read documents about the creation of a certain Gaza that will be empowered by the multinational force and with an Israeli control.
Yes.
This Gaza is going to enjoy the reconstruction efforts of the world community, while there is another Gaza that is not going to enjoy this, which is going to be maybe the majority of the Palestinians who do not accept an Israeli occupation on its land. So, I mean, there are so many vague issues, but the concept is here, which is the possibility of a creation of a Palestinian state.
Yes, this is positive anyway, Your Excellency. This is positive anyway, Your Excellency, and hope this vote consolidate the Gaza ceasefire agreement and the step forward to the Palestinian statehood. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, Ambassador Medhat Meleegy, former Assistant Foreign Minister, for being with us and your information and insight. Dear viewers, we'll have a short break and we'll be right back.